This is the life of your recycled electronics.
Americans are creating 8 times more e-waste than 1990, and only 1 in 6 of those electronics are getting recycled. So what should we do with our old electronics, and why should we recycle them in the first place? I'm Lucy Biggers, and this is One Small Step.
The first step in recycling old electronics is finding a drop-off site. Many big box electronics stores like Staples and Best Buy accept old electronics, but check online to be sure they take what you're dropping off. Today, I'm heading to the 12,000 square foot Gowanus e-waste warehouse, run by the Lower East Side Ecology Center in Brooklyn. They're the largest collector of e-waste in New York City, and they collect 1 million pounds of electronics each year.
What we collect is computers and TVs and everything that plugs into it. We also take cell phones and stereo equipment, so it's a little eclectic.
The electronics are sorted into 3 categories. Newer working items can get refurbished and resold at their store. Unique electronic antiques stay in their prop collection at their warehouse and get rented out by television and movie production companies. And outdated or damaged electronics are packaged in big pallets and sent to a recycling plant to get shredded for their parts. But more on that later.
Why can't we send electronics just to the dump?
So the EPA actually did a study, and they found that maybe 1% of everything that you find in landfills comes from electronics, but over 70% of the heavy metals come from the same 1%. So it's a disproportionate amount of toxic materials.
Materials like lead, mercury, cadmium, chromium, and brominated flame retardants are all found in electronics. They can do serious damage to your body if they were to leach into groundwater. Not only that, our old electronics are valuable. The EPA says that 6,000 used cell phones yields $15,000 in precious metals. And the UN calculated that the materials in e-waste worldwide are worth $64 billion US.
So what about batteries? It turns out the alkaline batteries like these are actually not toxic, but Christine told me you should always drop them off to a recycling facility. And the batteries you really want to be concerned about are the rechargeable lithium-ion batteries that are found in your phone and computer. Not only are they toxic, they're also dangerous. They're responsible for fires at dumps.
65% of fires at California waste facilities last year were caused by lithium-ion batteries.
Luckily for us New Yorkers, there's a law that every retailer that sells these lithium-ion batteries has to take them back for recycling.
In total, 25 states and the District of Columbia have laws requiring some form of electronic recycling. After all your electronics are collected, they're shipped to one of the 250 e-waste recycling facilities in the U.S. Today, we're in Philadelphia at an e-waste recycling facility run by Covanta.
Some items we'll disassemble by hand, other items we'll run through a shredder. When we shred material, it goes in as a printer. It'll come out as 3 different commodity streams when it's shred. One item is a ferrous metal, which is just an iron-based metal. The second stream is non-ferrous metal, so things like copper and aluminum. And then the third stream is just plastic. All those materials get sent to recycling markets.
After items are shredded and separated by commodity, they're sold and turned into new products.
One of our favorite things right now actually is shred plastic from printers. We're actually segregating that plastic and we're sending it back to an electronic manufacturer who, one of their third parties, actually makes it into new plastic for new printers.
In 2017, China banned the import of 24 kinds of plastics. This decision has had an impact on the electronics recycling market.
These international markets are really slowed down and aren't taking them anymore. So that's causing a lot of problem for municipal recycling programs and into e-waste as well. Pretty much everything is made out of plastic these days, so there needs to be a lot of plastic recycling markets. We wouldn't want to just lose the resources and throw them away.
The plant we visited is well regulated, but not all recyclers are made equally. A recent study by recycling watchdog group Basel Action Network placed GPS trackers on old electronics and turned them into recycling sites in the U.S. They found that 40% of electronics turned into those facilities were exported overseas instead of safely recycled here.
People calling themselves recyclers in this country don't do much recycling. They would rather put it on a container ship, all this waste, and ship it off to places like China and Africa where things take place in a very dangerous, polluting way. They can call it recycling, but it's really very dirty and it's really dumping by another name.
Puckett and his team created a certification called e-stewards for recyclers that process electronics safely and properly.
They're audited and they're checked, and we do unannounced inspections, and we put trackers into their stream, so we know they're doing the right thing.
When researching an electronic recycler, look for the e-stewards mark on their website. Recycling electronics is a costly and effort-intensive business, and our e-waste problem is only going to get worse. Globally, we produce 45 million tons of electronic waste every year, and that number is expected to increase by 3 to 4% annually as more countries modernize. Consumers have the power to buy greener electronics. One resource is ePEAT. It's a program run by the Green Electronics Council that certifies electronics made with less toxic materials. Businesses are also slowly starting to take more responsibility for the products they make. One example is Apple's Take Back and Recycling program of the iPhone. Experts believe we could see this circular model of recycling increasing in the coming years.
The more that the products are designed with recycling in mind or reuse, then that would be helpful.
This adventure into e-waste recycling made me realize, before you even recycle, donate. Find a friend or a coworker who wants that old TV. And if you're gonna recycle, use a site like e-stewards and check that the recycler you're using is reliable. And finally, if you're buying a new electronic, check that they're using non-toxic and ethically sourced materials when possible.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, please share it and we'll see you next time.